Hello everyone. This is Chaff Commander Coffee, back with another episode of Civilization 4 Realism Invictus. We are continuing to expand on our own little world, or continent, whichever way you want to put it. We will have to keep an eye out for barbarians. They have been slowly moving units towards us, but we have been able to fight them off. Right now, we need to get more cities down. But to do that, we need a better economy. So we've been focusing quite heavily on that and really trying to tech up for currency. That's going to solve a lot of our issues. However, I did send my dragon ship from Alamanni here to go and explore this little island, because we do want to settle this island to gain access to this iron, or at least to be able to work it. And there's a couple of resources here, so it's not a bad spot. What was interesting though is we found some borders. So let's go meet some neighbours from across the ocean. Apparently we're mediocre in power, but I mean, we don't need to build an army anymore. Haha, we don't need an army anymore. We met Rome. Hello, Augustus Caesar. Would you like open borders? He would. Excellent. We might be able to get some technology from him. But we are separated by an ocean, I think. It looks like we are. So, we can't reach the other continent until we can travel the ocean. Which is to be expected. Probably going to build a road to this copper. We want to get a city here fairly soon. We need access to that copper. That would be great. Let's bring this ship back. As you can see, our tech bar has now gone blue, and if I hover over it, you can see in the tooltip in the left, bottom left, it says 30% more tech from tech transfer. That is because Rome knows philosophy, and because we now have open borders with them, we're now getting tech transfer with all technologies that Rome knows that we don't. But it works vice versa. So if Rome's more advanced than us, we will get more technology transfer. But if we become more advanced than Rome, they'll start to benefit from that. We just finished philosophy and we got a couple more civics. We can take pacifism. I am actually considering taking pacifism, but we're not safe. There are still barbarians, but we can fight barbarians. The only problem is we have no state religion yet, so we don't get the full benefit from pacifism. So we may adopt pacifism after getting a state religion, which could spread through Rome. We could do. We also gained access to Republic. Now, Republic would actually be bad for us. It does give happy in our 5 largest cities, and it enables a bunch of extra buildings, which do go quite well with civil service. But it increases the maintenance cost from number of cities by 35%, whereas despotism makes it reduces your maintenance by 25% from number of cities. And we're going to be building a lot of cities, so I think we're going to stick with despotism for now. I don't think the Republic of Mongolia has quite the same sort of sound to it as the Empire of Mongolia either. It just doesn't sound right. Ah. Barbarian longships. So the barbarians are starting to get stronger ships. That makes me nervous. Well, let's get currency. Now let's get code of laws, then currency. That just so we get courthouses. And then we need to think about better ships. Now, how are we going to get better ships? I think we need to go actually and get rudder. Yeah, we do. Requires bronze. That's fine. I think going for rudder is actually a good idea as well, because it gives us merchant princes as a civic, and that is a really good economic civic. So I would like to get that. Let's go code of laws, mathematics, currency, and then we're going to grab literature and aesthetics, because we need that glorious aesthetics. Then we're going to grab priesthood, because we get tech transfer on that, so that's a good thing. Then we will get drama, politics, compass, water pump, irrigation systems, peasant servitude. That'll put us in the medieval era. And then we need to get rudder. And probably after that, theocracy. To see if we can get that religion. I don't want to just go straight for theocracy, because would I prefer a religion over having a solid empire? I mean, the religion would help a lot in growing our cities up. But I think, to be honest, getting our economy built up would help more. So the longship has now engaged our dragon ships. Hopefully we can win. Oh, we did win. Excellent. But this is now making me nervous. The barbarians getting better ships is gonna really hurt. They're gonna knock out some of our dragon ships from time to time, and that will damage our economy. If we built a forge, if only we built a forge, we could get the Colossus. I'm going to build a forge in Alemanni, because we might be able to get the Colossus as well, which would be fantastic. If we can get the Colossus with the Great Lighthouse, that's just awesome. We're going to have a lot of coastal cities by the looks of it. All these 3 cities up here will be coastal. Got a coastal island city there, which will really benefit from the Colossus. Another coastal city here and another one here. We're probably going to build a lot more around here. So, yeah. Colossus would be fantastic. Very keen to get the Colossus. Got another dragon ship. Let's just park that on those crabs there. Just keep that protected. Is Turfan growing? You can. Well, go ahead. Right, so now we've got a size 5 city here. Perfect. Another long ship. We could lose this fight. We could lose that fight. We may see ourselves losing control of the seas. We'll have to get better. Oh, the longships don't actually have cargo space, so they can't drop off barbarians into our lands, but they can ruin all of our sea resources, which would also kind of suck. So let's have our fingers crossed and hope we can beat the barbarian longships. Oh no, we lost. Well, never mind. We'll have to just build another one. Let's see. What do we want in Ningxia? Could do with another potter's workshop. Let's build another potter's workshop. Improve our economy a little bit more. And they raided our crabs. Oh well. Let's build another dragon ship and then another workboat. And we got Code of Laws. That's perfect. We can really get our economy rolling now. Let's get courthouses pretty much everywhere. The only place I'll forego that is Alemanni, so we can try and get the Colossus. I think even Karakorum would benefit. Yeah, it would gain 1 extra gold. Although, after the library, I'm going to get some more settlers out. So let's get an armed warrior, then another settler. 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 I'm just going to build settlers in Karakorum. Because we need to take over more of the map. And more longboats. More longboats coming from the west. We did manage to beat that one off. Which is a plus. Can't argue with that. Got the tavern built in Karakorum, so we can grow the city again. So we can work more of these glorious grazing ground tiles. Because they really are, they're pretty fantastic. Every single one of these tiles is pretty awesome. So getting more of them under our work would be brilliant. Let's get a road built to that copper, because that's where we're going to be expanding. Now, I'm not too worried about Rome, except that they apparently can move a galley to us. That is very curious. So that's all ocean here. How did they get that galley there? They might have come all the way around from this sort of location, but it all looks like ocean. How on earth did Rome get a galley there? It's all ocean. That's very curious. Maybe it was through an event. Maybe they got blown off course and ended up on our continent. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Hopefully we can find out when Rome gets access to maps, we might be able to get Rome to this is bad. The barbarians are getting horse archers. Okay, so that's going to put a little bit of a stint in our plan. So we've got long ships from the sea, which do have a good chance of beating our units, and horse archers coming in from the land. We're going to need to add bowmen to our armies. Let's see if we can wipe this horse archer out with our skirmishers. We should win. Pretty good odds. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Let's have one of these skirmishers move back there. I'm going to have to start splitting my skirmishers up. Just to give us a better coverage over our empire. Let's have them just sit there for a moment. Let's keep building more grazing fields. Can we get... Yeah, you can go on to sentry. I just want to see what the turn is. 518, okay. So, got a few more turns to go through. Getting attacked by a lot of barbarians recently, which is pretty scary. Don't want to be overrun by barbarians just yet. That would be a little unfortunate. Let's finish the last grazing field for Alemanni for the time being, and then we'll have this worker start building paved roads everywhere. So we're losing a bit of gold every turn, but it's not too much, so we don't need to worry about it right now. And we finished mathematics, which is great. With that, we'll get extra production whenever we finish chopping a forest. And we met the Aztec Empire, led by Benito Juarez. Is that Juarez or? I think that's Juarez. Juarez. Yeah, well, I don't speak. I'm assuming this is a leader for sort of Mexico as opposed to the Aztecs. He certainly doesn't look like an Aztec, so there you go. Must be a Mexican leader. And I'm afraid I don't know how to pronounce his name, so there you go. You'll just have to deal with me butchering it in true British fashion. Let's bring this worker back here. I want to get a road network set up for this city, and I want it passing through this fur and probably into that plain there. Save us a bunch of time on that. We got our library built in Karakorum. Technology is slowly rising. Still not amazing. Once we get some more courthouses, that would be great. Food stores are ruined. Well, we're not growing the city right now, so whatever. I'd rather keep my gold since we're running out. Right, is Karakorum going to keep growing? No, I would prefer if it didn't. Otherwise, it will be full of unhappy citizens. And apparently, I've now established trade with Rome. There must be a coastal passage, but I can't think of it where it would be. I have no idea. Maybe would it be over here? No, it's just ocean. That's very peculiar. But we have trade with Rome now, and they're willing to trade some resources, so let's take a look. They're willing to trade pearls and salt. I'll take salt. Can I have salt from Rome for sea amber? Would you accept this deal? What else could we trade? Could trade prime timber, but then we won't have any. Wine is giving us happiness right now. Could trade the crabs. We can always get some more. He doesn't want corn, which means he already has some. Trade the crabs. Would you accept this deal? Yeah, okay, he accepted. Excellent. You can always get those crabs hooked back up, so it's not too much of an issue. And we will get those crabs hooked back up once we get rid of that bloody long ship that's ruining our trade lane. Making our way to currency, which is great. Do we want a toll house? No, Not really. Let's get a jeweler. It does provide more commerce if it has access to sea amber. So we would like that. We would definitely like that. Let's get this archer to come over to the wine here, I think. And then we'll get the armoured warrior to go sit on that plot as well. We finished our ship. Let's see if we can get rid of the barbarians. 76% chance. We could still lose, which would be really painful. There we go. We won. Excellent. Right. We've still got more barbarian ships coming from the south, though, which is, again, a little bit disheartening. But we'll get this workboat out. Hopefully, once we get to rudder, we can get actual dragon ships, and they should be able to fight off long ships with no problems. Let's get pacification. Still need to be wary of barbarians more than anything else. Let's have this skirmisher come down and rejoin the army. We'll get our first extra settler out. Let's build a lighthouse. Lighthouse is always nice. Let's carry on that road there. Apparently we have a very low chance of actually beating this long ship. It's getting more defense from the actual tile. Coast gives a 10% defense bonus, so we'd rather be defending against the barbarians. Oh, we lost that fight as well. Damn. Never mind. Let's build some walls in Beshbalik, because this is a border city, and it's quite possible it could get attacked. We'll build the Colossus. We'll try and finish the Colossus. Not sure if we're going to be able to manage that. Now, I don't want the city to grow, so it's just working on as much production as it can, and it's still not getting very much. Which is not amazing, but never mind. And we finished currency, so we can start really getting our economy back on track again with markets. Markets provide even further trade route yield and more happiness from elephants, spices, pearls, or sea amber. So if we can trade for some pearls with Rome... oh, did our deal get cancelled? It looks like our deal got cancelled because they must have... some barbarians must have broke the trade route by pillaging it. It's pretty bad. We'll not worry about that right now. Let's continue to improve our economy. Let's get a forge. Let's get a forge up in Turfan. And then let's get a forge here in Ninghisjar. In fact, this city could grow again. You can grow up to size 5. And I think Turfan, you're not allowed to grow because you'll be very unhappy if you do. Alamanni's border's just expanded, so we'll get access to this iron. It's wonderful. Let's come down to this stone and then build a road to the iron. Oh, and we're being attacked by... this looks like just a barbarian galley, so we should have no problems dealing with that. And Benito Juarez will trade maps. So he has access to paper. How about world map for world map? We're going to need more gold. I really want to see the world map. So we're going to actually halt our technology for a little bit. Which is probably not a great idea since we've been halting it a fair amount already. But it's worth doing it just to see what the world map looks like. Because they could be on a rather large continent. It's quite possible. Their continent is much bigger than ours. So, yeah, we will focus on getting those maps. And let's also grow Beshbalik, since it's going to get some walls to increase its happiness. So many barbarians. We did win this time though, so we get to keep our crabs, which is brilliant. But there's a galley, and I imagine that galley's probably carrying some barbarians on it, which is pretty bad. We now have 500,000 people living in our empire. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Our population isn't great, but you do need to get quite a lot more buildings up to get happiness. So there is that to consider. We'll have to bring the ship back in to heal it, because we can't deal with these barbarians with a half-broken ship. How much will the courthouse save us? 1.45 gold. How about instead you build... Taverns will keep giving us more SP. Let's get a library. Let's build a library. Let's build a forge. I like getting forges first. I mean, the sooner you get a forge, the sooner you get everything else. I think what I'll do is I'll build this bowman, then a forge, and then a warrior, and then a settler. And we'll get another settlement down on this copper. And we'll probably build a bronze smith so we can build some better ships, because we'll need bronze for better ships. What do you want for that? World map and 85 gold. We accept your offer. Let's see what the map looks like. 544 turns. Okay. Okay. So we have Rome here. Rome has 4 cities. There's a barbarian city here, and they're currently blocked in by the Americans. Americans are on 5 cities, at least as far as Juarez knows. We've got 3 cities. Wow. Founded 3 religions. Okay, so the Aztecs really love their religions. They've only got 3 cities, though. And then we have the Incans right next to them, and they founded Hinduism. So there's probably quite a lot of religious wars going on here. And the Incans also built the Great Wall of China. So there you go. They have 5 cities as well. So currently, we're in the most isolated position, by the looks of it. But there are 3 continents. So there's 1 continent here, shared by the Aztecs and the Incans. There's 1 continent here, shared by the Romans and the Americans. And then there was this continent shared by us as the Mongolians and then the Ethiopians. Instead, it's just the Mongolians. Much to everyone's dismay, I'm sure, that the Mongolians are now free to do as they please on their own little island. I'm going to make sure we're making some more gold, because we may need that to open trade routes with different nations. Let's get more cities up. Once we have some more cities up, I'll feel like in a better position. So we've got Old Sarai. Start with a carpenter, sure. Get that production rolling as soon as possible. So we'll build a carpenter, then we'll build... Oh, let's see... Let's build a forge after that. It will take a long time, but it will be worth it in the long run. It's end turn. Getting close to literature, so we'll get literature before the end of the episode, which is nice. Always do like getting a bit of literature. Let's move this this archer over there, and move these guys further up, so they can start fog busting a bit better. And Ningxia grew 1 time too many, which is a bit of a mistake on my part. They can build a tavern after the forge, and that should keep people happy. And we got our furs. Excellent. And now we can build some more grazing grounds around Old Sarai, because otherwise Old Sarai is going to just be a bit useless. But with the grazing grounds, it should have a bit more going for it. 2 more turns. Let's see if we can get rid of this barbarian galley. We should be able to. It's just lurking around here, having destroyed our crabs. Come on. And we won! Excellent! Right, let's get it healing back up. Do we want to get the workboat out sooner? Not really. It'll probably just get burnt down again. So, yeah, Rome is just sending ships this way. So I'm assuming Rome... Yeah, I'm assuming Rome can actually has a coastal crossing. I'm not sure where, but they must do. Maybe over here somewhere? No, it's all ocean. I have no idea. Maybe it's at this point. Over here, maybe. There's probably sort of a diagonal that they can cross from somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. But they are able to get ships over here, which means we can get ships over there. So that's a good thing. it does help us get some trade. That's for a start. One more turn. Finished our forge and turfan. We'll start on a market. It will provide some happiness and it will increase our trade value. Let's get first strikes on the ship. That should help. And now this worker is finished, so he can just go to building trade routes. He will build lots of paved roads. It might take him a while, but he will do that. Probably for most of the game, because we'll get the next type of road shortly after. I have to drop our tech rate so we don't become bankrupt again. But we are going to get a great merchant. Ooh, there's so many possibilities for a great merchant. We could settle him in a city to get some more gold, but that's not really the best way to use him. What could we bulb a great merchant for? We could bulb a great merchant for... Is that commerce code? If we could bulb him for commerce code, that would be fantastic. I'm probably going to do that. Commerce code gives us access to the grocer, which is not a bad building at all. Makes our plantations worth more, which we don't have any yet. The hemp is not actually a plantation resource, I don't think. You build food crops, not fruit crops plantations. You build industrial plantations. So maybe it does gain a bonus from that. We'll see. But it also enables a new civic guild monopoly, which is a pretty good civic if you have well-developed cities. If you have cities with a lot of buildings in them, then guild monopoly is pretty good. But if you want more trade value, then you want to go for rudder and get merchant princes, because that is just amazing. You'll see why when we get there. But right now, it's been 50 turns, and the videos are getting a bit longer, so I will end the episode there. Yeah. Going well. Still doing pretty good in terms of score, but obviously we are quite behind in technology. Now that should change as our economy and our empire continues to expand. At least I'm hoping so. Otherwise we're going to be in for some problems. But at least we know where all the other nations are. That fills me with some confidence, for sure. Gives us an idea of how advanced they are in comparison to us. Anyway, it's been me, Chaff Commander Coffee. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.